Hi, my name is Aisha Fitri, and they are my group mates.
Hi, I'm Nur Emilia Yuslin.
I'm Fatin Shamimi.
Hi, I'm Angkunar Fatin Nadia.
So today we are going to present about thinking skills and ICT. So let's start with the objective first. Okay, the objective of a survey that we have done based on title Thinking Skills and ICT. The first objective is to study the familiarity of thinking skills among students, to analyze the use of ICT among students as a tool in learning, and the third one is to determine the use of thinking skills among the students in their daily life, and to identify the implication of ICT to them. So proceed to the methodology. Okay, based on our survey, we got like 48 participants who have answered the survey, and we use an online questionnaire, and we developed via Google Form application that Dr. Faiza has taught us. So the survey was shared with friends in GE1155 forum, WhatsApp, and Facebook. Basically, we asked our friends from classmates and our school friends to answer the survey. And after they answered the survey, we got the data. So we analyzed through Google Form. The mean was calculated for scale type questions. Table were formed to ease the process. So my friend going to continue about the findings.
So, on findings, here is a figure 1 shows that personal details of our respondent, which highlight age and gender. And this is the institution, courses and qualification of students. From the diagram or figure, the majority of our respondents are 19 to 20 years old, which represent 90% of the respondents. Most of the respondents are our classmates and friends from other courses with the same age. There are 73% of our respondents who are females and 27% of males. 13 and same as 27% of the students are from TESOL, while the others are from other courses including special education, sports and recreation. So we move on the next findings.
Okay, so now we move to the next slide, which is the familiarity of the thinking skills among the students. So from these slides, we can see that the figure 3 shows that the awareness of what thinking skills are, and the figure 4 shows the familiarity of the Bloom's taxonomy. The table 1 shows the number and percentage of the respondents who are familiar with the Bloom's taxonomy. So from the bar chart, from the chart and tables above, so we can conclude that most of the respondents are aware of what thinking skills are, which present the highest percentage, which is 75%. Most of the respondents apply and experience ICT in their daily life, leading them to know what thinking skills are. And most of the respondents who are unsure with the Bloom's taxonomy have the highest percentage, which got the 27%, which consists of 13 respondents from overall.
Okay, I'm going to proceed to the next findings. Okay, my section is about the use of ICT as a tool in learning. So, this is the graph that we get from the summary by Google Form. So this is the social media shows that the social media is browsed by respondents. Okay, you can see the persons and the respondents. And then figure 6 shows that devices used to browse the internet among the respondents. Okay. Okay. This one is the programs that help students in completing tasks. What program do they prefer? So from the survey and from the data that we have analyzed, we can conclude that most students prefer to browse in Facebook and WhatsApp the most. The highest score goes to Facebook with 38 in bracket 79% out of all. So most students still choose computers. This is including laptops, netbook and stuff to surf the internet with the score of 39 in bracket 81%. So I also can conclude that the students are asked what programs that have helped them in completing tasks. The obvious and the highest one is the Microsoft Office Word with the score of 38 in bracket 79%. This is maybe because a lot of students use these Microsoft to do assignments. Hebat sekali tik.
Okay, I will be presenting the next slides, which is the use of thinking skills in learning and everyday life. As you can see here, figure 7 shows the students' capability in remembering things. And this table, it shows how well the students think that they are at how well the students think they are at remembering things. And as we can see, in this table and this chart, graph, the number of respondents who picked the scale 3 to represent how good they are at remembering things is the highest among others, which are 23, and the percentage is 48%. And the 25% of them agree that they are good at it. But most were not particularly sure whether they were good at remembering things or otherwise. And this graph, it shows how far students agree that they use critical thinking when solving difficult problems. Oops, sorry. Most respondents pick the scale 3 and 2 to describe whether they use critical thinking in solving problems. And 33% are not sure about it, while the other 25% slightly do. The rest, which is 21%, completely agree with it. They were either unsure or slightly agree that they do think critically when solving difficult problems.
So our next findings is the implication of ICT in the life of students. Figure 9 shows students' response on whether ICT has affected their life in good or bad ways. Here's the table that show how far the respondent agree that ICT has affected their lives. So we can conclude that most respondents agree that ICT has affected their lives in good or bad ways. 15 out of 48, which 31% students agree with it, and 3 out of 48, which is 6%, students disagree with this fact. The mean of this data is 2.42. So figure 10 show how many students agree being addicted to the internet at some point. 20 out of 48 respondents, same as 42%, completely agree that they have been addicted to the internet at one point in their life. Only 6% completely disagree with this statement, meaning that they have never been addicted to internet but use it wisely.
Okay, so from all the findings that we have explained before, so I'm sure that all of you have understand what we have gained from our research. So for the conclusion, as we know that in this 21st century, ICT is very common among the people nowadays because most of the things need to be done using internet. So it's not weird if our grandmother always browse the internet in her daily life, because we can see that if we want to fill some forms to send it, we need the internet to fill it, right? So but however, without a good thinking skills, we are unable to use ICT wisely. So it is important to have these two elements simultaneously in ourselves as we live in the sophisticated era nowadays. So that's all from us. Thank you.